Hello? Are we almost ready? Yes, we are. Hi. Uh-oh. I got a little picture up. Who's that guy? That's Anson Mount, Captain Pike. Sounds so quiet. Why does it sound so quiet? Hello? Are we
It doesn't
almost
sound that
ready?
quiet. One of me somewhere is alive. There we go. All right. Sorry.
So, it's so quiet because I'm here by myself today. If you couldn't tell. Although you should be able to. Stand by just for 1 second here while I click another couple little things. Boop. All right. See, we didn't want to have him up there the whole time, right? That's who we want to have up there the whole time. Hello. So, welcome to Series 2, Episode 1 of the Threatened Ganglia Vodcast, where we talk about Star Trek Discovery. It's quite a bit of fun. And now, unfortunately, I'm here by myself today because my lovely wife is still getting over the terrible plague that's been wrecking shop up in this house. And unfortunately, I don't know if you can hear, but it's coming back for round 2 with me. But no matter what, I want to get a little something out because we had new Star Trek. Again, finally, it's been so long. If you're here watching and you got any questions, please feel free to hit them up in the chatola. Yeah, I forgot to drop some links in, but earlier this week I did a show with my brother where he basically peppered me with a whole lot of Trek questions because he's not the Trek aficionado that I am. But I will say that I don't know all the Trek, but I definitely know more than him. And I figured, if you're starting to try and get into Star Trek Discovery, it's not a bad place to start. There are tons of spoilers in there for season 1. So we want to be sure to have you avoid all those. But, all right. So, this one's going to be a much shorter episode than normal because normally my wife's here. We have a nice banter and back and forth and everything. But I didn't want to get too far out of practice because that wouldn't be any good. So, big things went on this week. They introduced the whole plot line for the entire season. We're supposed to find out all about the Red Angels, whoever they are. Who are they? I don't know. There are 7 little red signals popping all around the galaxy. I don't know. They're always very vague whenever they talk about that stuff. I think they said galaxy, but, that's pretty big. Maybe our neck of the galaxy, our neck of the woods, So they don't know what it is. And of course, Starfleet's all nervous because they just fought a war and everything. And Discovery doesn't really have a captain right now. They were on their way to Vulcan. And Captain Pike is, one of the bestest captains in the world because he's in charge of the Enterprise. And the Enterprise is an awesome ship. But the Enterprise broke down. And see, sneakily, I don't think that was just by happenstance. I think that the system-wide malfunctions that the Enterprise suffered was like the Red Angels did it or something to help bring about Spock and Burnham getting together eventually. Not this episode. Yeah, just in case. Spoilers for the episode. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch that and then come back and watch this. Anyway, so they're real dramatic at the end of last season. They have the Enterprise pull up and, oh, hey, do you see my posts? Who are we talking to? Eat some chicken soup. Yes. Hi, Mom. Sorry, everyone. Mom's in the chat. Sorry. It's just me here tonight, Ma. So, I'm not as quite with it as everything normally. Am I ever with it? Anyway, no. So at the end of last season, they had the real dramatic moment when the Enterprise flew up on Discovery, and they were all like, "Oh, what's happening? The Enterprise? Oh no!" And it's all jacked up. Whatever happened? And so they're giving the Discovery to Pike to try and figure out what these signals are. But so Pike can talk to Starfleet and Discovery is working 100% so they could talk to Starfleet. And Pike wanted to tell Saru directly, but they could have at least had Pike tell Starfleet could have told Saru, like, hey, the Enterprise is out there. You're going to want to stop by there. And they have some stuff to talk about to you. But, they didn't do that because it made it more dramatic for us. That almost made my complaint section. I don't know what that section is going to be named. Oh, I totally forgot about our, I had a cool thing that I made for the other one, and I have no idea where that is right now because I'm addle-brained from the cold. Anyway, this will get better soon, don't worry. Oh, my lovely wife ain't even on. I was hoping she'd pop into Twitch and say hey, and add a couple of her, what she does. Silliness. I didn't even do her normal hello because I try and save that for her. I just gave a little one right there. Anyway, so all right, I can tell this is gonna ramble all over the place, so I'm just bringing it on home now and saying that I did not want to like Anson Mount as Pike at all because he is impeding Captain Saru. I know that they were supposed to be going off to get someone else, but whoever else that was going to be was going to get my ire. But all off season, yeah, off season, I guess. I don't know. It's not a sport, but whatever. All off season, I was hating that they brought in Captain Pike. No matter what, even if he wasn't stopping Saru from getting to be captain, I don't like the fact that they brought the Enterprise in and Spock and Pike. I think that there's enough good characters on this show to warrant just them exploring them. If they need to bring someone else in as captain, someone else new, I understand. I do agree with letting Saru season a little bit more before he gets to be the captain next year. Because that's obviously what they're doing now. Because they're setting up Star Trek Discovery. They're using Star Trek Discovery this season to set up a Enterprise series next season. Because they got Anson Mount all set up in the captain role. They got Rebecca Romaine. What is she now? I don't know who she's married to now. Rebecca Romaine. Who she's married to isn't important, but whatever her name is, I'm trying to get her name right. Sorry. As number one, that's going to be pretty awesome. They got Spock, Ethan Peck, all set up as Spock. And he looks the part, even with the beard. Shut up to people about the beard. There's no need to worry about that. So they have that baseline of characters, and everyone's going to fall in love with Anson Mount as Pike. It's happened already. You've seen it online. Discounting all the people that already hated the show last year. Out of the people that like the show, people are effusive in their praise for Anson Mount. I know I was. I had to tweet him directly. Not that he reads his Twitter, but you understand. I really did want to hate him, but damn, if he is not suave and all the cliche things, a breath of fresh air and smooth and likable. That's the word, likable. Haha. Yeah, Lorca last year, even before we knew what was going on, spoilers for last season, he wasn't likable, but he was a compelling character to watch because you knew something was up somewhere. Excuse me. I have a button. Oh my. So yeah, that's all. I don't have a co-host though that can talk while I'm sipping my drink. Sorry. So Anson Mount, great. I'm never gonna learn where to point. How can I not know? It's the opposite. Like I gotta point this way in real life to get it to point that way. Anyway. Hey, Simply Your Device. Hello in the Twitch. Thank you for watching on Twitch. I shouldn't say that too much on the YouTubes because they'll get upset. But we will take a commercial break right now, and I'll promote my Twitch channel, same name, Adam of Geekheim, over there at Twitch. But I'm starting to stream some of my Minecraft stuff. Going to be doing this show every week over there. What else am I doing over there? I don't know yet. I don't have to. Oh, yeah, Monday Minecraft and Threatened Ganglia Vodcast here every Tuesday nights. But I am going to be starting to do more and more stuff over there. So, and Twitch is a pretty cool platform for live streamers. I'm liking it a lot so far. Yeah, so that was commercial interlude brought to you by Geekheim, Adamov, comma. So, back to the show. Ooh, the other new character that came on that's supposed to be on for a while is Tig Notaro. She has a bad name. Her character, not her personally. Jet Reno. It sounds like some 80s comic book dude person. Jet Reno and the Space Cadets of Zamfir or something. It just doesn't sound right at all. Hate that name. Love that character though. Whoo boy. My brother thought she harkened back to Scotty a lot, and I didn't really get that vibe too much. She had like a lot more personality than Scotty ever did for me. I wasn't a big Scotty fan until he got big. Then he was more enjoyable. And who the hell is not going to love picking up the mouse and talking into the mouse? Hello, computer. It's never going to get better than that line. I'm going to remember that for a long time. So hopefully she comes on. She's the permanent chief engineer because, Discovery could use one since they've, I don't even want to talk about the Spore Drive. We'll skip the Spore Drive stuff and we'll talk about that next week. Yeah, so those are the two new characters. Let me check my Trello countdown and see what's what. Yes, Captain Pike, A+. Even more than A+, because I was going into it wanting to dislike the acting, the character, anything, and yeah, I cannot. Don't make me do this. I cannot. Bling. Anyway, oops, sorry. So, now I'm gonna dive into a ridiculous part of the show. Tonight it's ridiculous. All the other nights it's going to be good because we are now entering
Black Alert. Black Alert.
See, last season this was the segment where we would discuss theories about what was coming up on the show. And once again, oh, you can't see the thing here. Spoilers for season 1. Spoilers for season 1. Please don't be spoiled. Get out now if you need to. Last season was great for the Black Alert segment of my show because it was all conjecture about what was going to be happening, and they set up all different kind of things. Two great big main ones were the Mirror Universe and Volk. Holy cow, I couldn't remember the Klingon's name. Volk as Tyler. And both of those things, they were like dropping little breadcrumbs early and like tossing some stuff out there. Hey, my lovely wife is in chat. So if you're watching on the Twitch, please feel free to mock my wife, Sci-Fi Christina, because not mock her for being sick, but mock her for not pulling on her big girl pants and coming back here and being with me. Anyway, and she changed her name too. She figured that out all by herself. Excellent. Hey. So, if there's something you really wanted me to cover about this week, honey, feel free to pop it up there in chat and I will chat about it. But, so where was I? Can't even remember. Oh, talking about Black Alert section, letting everyone know that, next week on, the Black Alert section is going to deal a whole lot with the, who the Red Angels are, what the Red Angels are, but I don't think we have enough of anything to start conjecturizing yet. And like I said earlier, brain addled, so I haven't come up with any good theories. But there is one set of things I wanted to go over here. We got this. So that excuse me, everyone. Woo! That right there is a shot of our beloved Ensign Tilly from season 1. And this right here is Ensign Tilly in season 2. Do we notice anything different? Now, people will say that, yes, the actress just wanted to get rid of that mole that she had, just because, it's a big, I wouldn't, that big thing, like, might get hit. I got something up here that all the time, every once in a while I scratch. I couldn't imagine having something on my forehead right there. I'd be picking at it all the time and everything. And that's all good. She wanted to get rid of that. But what if that's not the case? What if in the off season she did not have that mole removed of her own volition? What if it's all a plot device? And the Red Angels were inside her mole, inside Ensign Tilly's mole. Oh no. Oh, so that's why I have so many viewers, huh? Anyway, yeah, so I think that mole, all season long, we have a different theory about that mole. Anyway, all right. So that's all I got for this week for Black Alert, because it's more enjoyable when I have my wife to bounce cool ideas off of, and more fans once we get the ball rolling again and we start producing these things every week. Oh, good. Anyway, so that is it for the Black Alert segment. Now, we here at Geekheim are big fans of Star Trek Discovery. And we here at Geekheim are also not going to bother doing shows about stuff that we hate, like, constantly. Like, if it's a movie or something and we were hyped up for it beginning with, and then we saw it and we didn't like it as much, we'll do something about that. But if we cover something every week like we're going to be doing with Star Trek Discovery, it's because we like it and we enjoy it and we love watching it. There's a lot of... Oh, hold on. We can end Black Alert now because that segment's all over with. There's too many people out there that just rag on the show, this one specifically, but all different things anymore. And they seem to, that's how they get their charge out of life. I'm not that way, but I also, you like my nice green light? Here, let's put that up. I also do have to say certain things when I'm not a big fan of them. So we have that scene in the turbo lift this week when Linus is sick and all, and chew, and he literally sneezes right in dude's face. That's got to be a violation. I mean, current day, that's assault, technically, right? Right? But no matter what, that's disgusting. Earlier in the episode, Saru pretended like he didn't know how to shake hands with Pike. There's no way that you get to be a commander dealing with a Federation, which is a largely human-based thing, where the handshake is the standard. And maybe he was taken aback at how forthright Pike was and all that charisma and everything. But you get that, and then you get this one where you got this other alien, Saurian, sneezing directly into the face of someone. I was thinking maybe they had set it up that had happened because Linus didn't like the fact that Pike was coming in and usurping Saru's role. Maybe he was Team Saru, but it didn't come off that way. It just came off as him being a silly goose, one might say. But what I did like about that part of the scene was that it showed Michael make up with Fix-It. What? I don't know what Simply Your Device meant in the room about that. But anyway, so it showed Michael talking with Linus, and she really seemed concerned about his health, and she was talking with him like, you talk with a coworker that you kind of know a little bit. So it gave us a little bit more depth about Michael. So that part was good. Here's the other part of the show, aside from the thing I already mentioned about the, them having to play up the drama. The other part was when Burnham got left behind on the comment thing, whatever that was. Oh, hey, Fat Produce is here. All I could think was an episode was how much money was being spent per second. Yeah, it's part of why the showrunners got the boot, right? They for those that don't know, the showrunners for the first like 5 or 6 episodes of the show were kicked to the curb because between a hostile work environment, and supposedly there was some not the greatest of talk, nothing Me Too related, I don't believe, but still it was a little bit hostile. But you really screw the pooch when you overspend, and definitely from the amount of effect shots that they did, yeah, that was definitely overspent. I'm impressed. We got Fat Produce in here because he's not a big Discovery fan, so hopefully maybe he watched this one and is turning around. He was slime equal sneeze equal slime. Yeah, he was slime. No, this isn't Ghostbusters, although they did just announce that they're doing a Ghostbusters revival thing. I don't know. Anyway, I thought they just did that, but now they're doing it with just guys again. I don't know. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. So back to this scene here, when they originally have to fly down those little pods and do that cool pod scene. But so Burnham's left behind, and somehow Pike gets back, even though they got beamed out because they were on the transporter pads with the pattern enhancers, and they were talking about how they needed all this stuff, and why don't we just beam them straight out of there? No, it's a lot safer if we do this and the other thing. But no matter what, they definitely needed the transport enhancers. Yeah, transport enhancers. I've been playing too much Minecraft. Earlier today, I called it teleport enhancers. I'm like, oh no, that's the wrong thing. But so Pike finds a way to get back to the thing and just gets beamed out. I made the joke before, maybe he had transport enhancers strapped to his back or something, but there you go. That image there, we can clearly see, no, he's just coming back and being dramatic and everything. So it's like, well, now I try not to pick apart too much because, I spent too much of my young years doing that. Now I just want to enjoy stuff, and I'm willing to let things go. But every once in a while, something flares its head. But what I did like about that was that they showed that Burnham needed to be rescued. And that's one of the complaints tons of people have about this one. Burnham's a Mary Sue. Everything goes right for her. No, she got a big old jacked up leg and stuff. Pardon me whilst I read the comments in the YouTubes. Maybe second half season 2 with lesser budget will be forced to focus on writing. You didn't like Captain Pike's dialogue in this one? I enjoyed his dialogue. Everyone always yells about writing. I'm like, writing's hard. It's not easy. Yeah, it's really hard. If I could be a writer, I would be a writer. But aside from grammar, I don't know any of that. But making something that people want to read, nah. Anyway, so how'd they get the survivors back to the ship and those jellyfish pod fighter ships? Oh, no. See, they did. See, that's one of the parts of the show that I enjoy. I enjoy technobabble. It's fun. I enjoy, they get technobabble stuff in there, and if they fix it together with stuff that was technobabble before, I just love it. I love the continuity of that. And just the feel, the vibe. I don't know why I love that. But they did have a technobabble scene before why they explained why they couldn't just straight beam down because of all the gravity weirdness. They couldn't take a shuttlecraft because the shuttlecraft's not as maneuverable as those little pod things were. But I was a bit drunk when I watched the episode. Nice. So they did rattle through a couple different things, and Burnham was like, "Oh, we have these cool little pods that could do this scene." So they went down in the pods with transport enhancers, which I remember from the episode where the Comini and Riker and Data and Troy. No, I think Riker was the one that was unaffected because he had a broken arm. But they were somewhere and they had this triangular shape of pattern buffers around them that help enhance the transport signal. But so they got to the Hiawatha's transporter room, and they hooked up the transport buffers, and they used the Discovery's transporter also. So they were all able to get all the medical people off that way. But I still don't understand how those two in that picture, damn it, over there, were able to get brought up. And yeah, so, but you know, I'm not gonna pick apart things too much because in general I definitely liked it. Oh, sorry, gotta check out the Twitch chat now. Man, it's slimed. Blue shirt got oh yeah, spoilers, but the blue shirt got off. Good to see the red shirt live another day. Yes. That's something where, like, I think that's the writers like snarking back at the not my Trek people, because sadistic pleasure. Hey, I hope Pike ends up in the chair by the end of the season. Oh, come on, that's mean. And we know that he didn't. Well, at least not know, but I don't know. That's true. At some point, did they ever say specifically that Pike gave the Enterprise to Kirk? Was it definitely Pike then Kirk? Like there was no one else in the middle? I don't know. But oh, you might have not been here earlier when I said that I'm fairly certain that they're setting up for a Enterprise-based show with Pike and Spock and number one of Rebecca Romaine. Because I mean they got the soft rollout for Pike, and I haven't seen anyone saying that that Anson Mount did a bad job as Pike. I think the praise for him has been pretty universal. But then again, I'll run in the circles of the people that hate Trek. So I don't know. But if you're hating Trek, why are you still watching it? Blue shirt. Oh yeah, I read that one already. Okay. So yeah. All right, let me roll through my notes real quick. And just a reminder that normally I have my lovely wife here. So today's episode is going to be shorter and a little bit more chaotic because, you know, I'm doing all this mess by myself. But it's all good. Did you see the female red shirt was a member of the Barzan species, the wormhole episode? Yes. But production hasn't... I was listening to a podcast today. I think it was Disco Trek. They said that production hasn't confirmed that is her race, but like Memory Alpha is saying it, and the side things look exactly like those. You can go back and look. There was an episode. Sorry, I've geeked out and I'm just drawn straight in there. There was a Next Generation episode where they found a wormhole outside this world called Barzan, and different people like the Ferengi, the Federation, and miscellaneous other alien culture were vying for rights to go through the wormhole, because it seemed to be stable, but of course it wasn't, because we're about to have a different show with a wormhole, so we can't have wormholes popping up everywhere. Yeah, so they're not reusing, but showing a species there. But now the weird part would be if there was a member of that race in Starfleet. No, I guess not. Well, we got Worf. He's a Klingon, so yeah. All right. So maybe she's got a cool backstory like Worf. Ooh, I like it. And she's already proved to be indomitable because she's a red shirt and she lived. Pike show could be interesting, but I would like to see Saru as the captain. All right, good. Oh, good. Okay, so your team Saru as well. Saru's my favorite. The weirdest thing about this show is it's centered on Michael Burnham, and she is not in my top 5 favorite characters. I don't know what that is. I know Saru's at the top. It's entirely possible that Pike has leapfrogged into the number 2 spot because I really, really liked him. But yeah, so yeah, it's chock full of fun characters in my eyes. And I want a whole show with the rest of the bridge crew. Everyone's talking about how, hey, we finally know what the bridge crew people's names are. Yeah, well, they seemed cool. Oh, and there was one shot. Oh, hold on, I gotta find this one picture, because there's one picture that just makes me feel so good about the thing. I did. Oh, yes, I did. Haha. Look at this. I'm just dumping this right over the thing. That shot there when they're talking about when Pike was in trouble. And just that look, that whole exchange, I loved it. It was glorious, and it made me happy. So, yes, hopefully the Bridge Crew people get more and more stuff done this year. I think that the animated Lower Decks series that's coming on is going to be a thing. A thing meaning that they're going to open up more animated shows for Trek to be able to tell a wide array of stories. Because it's quite enjoyable. I am dropping into both chats my Discord in case anyone cared to join up there to discuss Trek, all manner of geekery. There's several different weird sections, technology stuff, miscellaneous geekery, whole big slot of Star Trek, Marvel, Star Wars. Just lots of geek stuff. It's only starting off now, so there's not a lot of members and all, but come on, you can be one of the founding members. Also, if you don't mind, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, give a follow if you can, or subscribe. Well, subscribe on YouTube because subscribe means something different. I'm not an affiliate yet on Twitch, so I don't get any money there. Oh, another thing here. I wish Burnham would get shot with a Veron T disruptor. Oh, ow. Oh, that was harsh. Oh, man. All right. I do not dislike her that much. I'm not really a fan of her, but the actress, I enjoy the actress. I think it's tough having to be a full-on human that was raised by Vulcans and dealing with what she did from what we found out about in that episode 6 last season, Lethe, with what went on with her and Sarek was tough. But come on now, if you're on T Disruptor, those things just kill you painfully and disintegrate you painfully for the rest of you not in the know. But yeah, I definitely don't wish that on her. I'm just saying she ain't my favorite. But yeah, so all right, how long have we been going? Oh god, only a half an hour when it's just you babbling. It seems a lot longer. Anywho, so once again, chat, anyone have any questions before I start wrapping this mess up? Next week, as long as the plague doesn't linger for too long, my wife and I will both be back. Maybe again this Saturday. My brother might hop on with me if he watches the show and has other questions. Yeah, so next week's show will be a lot more dynamic and everything because I'll be able to let her talk for a second. Hold on. I got a new sound bite that I was planning on using tonight for some reason. I don't know why it took so long to find the Amok Time music, but it did take too long. I should have been able to put Amok Time MP3 music, and it just should have been there. But so next week we'll talk about one of the topics for next week is are we going to get to see Spock's previous Pon farr, the one before the Amok Time episode? Because if I think I did the algebra, and if Discovery makes it to season 5 and Spock is still around somehow, I think that's when his previous Pon farr is. Mike's always got questions. Yeah, so all right, well, Mike, what's your, if you got questions on next week's episode, you sure do. So we're gonna trill our way on out of this week's episode, and yeah, so Thursday night also, if we're all feeling healthy, we might pop on and give you some immediate thoughts about this episode. I didn't even dive too far into the preview for next week's because honestly, last week when it was done, we paused it and I was like, oh, watch that again. Okay, and we started watching it again. Didn't make it all the way through because, like I said, sick. But Oh, hey, my wife woke up again and said something in chat. All right, we are wrapping this stuff up. Next week, I'm going to have some kind of cool outro. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Spock is jacked up in this world. Great stream. Oh, thanks. Every Tuesday night, 9:30. Spock is jacked up in this world. What does that mean? In this world also. You're on worlds all over the place, Mike. Come on. My brother's going all over the place. But what he might mean is that it seems like he's in a mental asylum because it looks like a padded cell. Although you would think in the future they'd have something better than just pads on the walls. But anyway. Yeah, but like I've said before, in the motion picture, Spock demoed that he's not always there mentally when it comes to stuff. And, you know, we'll see what's what. Anywho, I am outie for this week. Hope to see everyone back here next week. Hold up. Okay. All right. So we will see you next week. Bye, everyone. And remember, hit that Discord, subscribe, follow, follow on Twitter too. Look, I've had my little handle down here the whole time. Always willing to chat, discovery, general geekery stuff. Thank you. And I will see you all next time. I don't know what I'm going to push now. Maybe I'll just